Let's talk oil pans. You've got one and you want to put it back on your engine. Well, thankfully the internet has brought you to me and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And I'm doing it the way that it's always been done. None of that fancy new stuff, no one-piece gaskets. This is for the guys that got the gasket kit and it came in 4 pieces and now you're trying to figure out, what do I do? So first what you're going to want to do is lay down these long oil pan gaskets. Your kit might have come with 2 or 4 or who knows how many, but some of the kits come with universal shapes. Find the ones that fit your engine, put them the right way, make sure they're on there and lined up with the holes. Second, make sure you have all of your bolts on hand for the oil pan because you're gonna need to put them in and you gotta put them in the right way. A lot of people think that the key to a good oil pan seal is RTV. No, it's torquing your bolts down properly. Although we are gonna need a little bit of this RTV, so I'm not gonna throw it away yet. We're gonna start off with putting a little bit of RTV on these end seals and sticking them down to your oil pan gasket. It's a very simple process. You just put a little bit on the edge, put it down, and you're good to go. Now you may be wondering, where else do I put RTV? And that's a very debated topic. A lot of people say, well, put it all over the entire oil seal. Some people say only put it in the corners. Some people say don't use it at all. And so the way that I do it, as long as I put it on those main seals, the 2 little feet, I don't put it anywhere else. Eventually the main seal for the timing chain will go right here, and I'll put a little bit of RTV on those 2 feet that go over the same way that the one back there does. But other than that, the seal is the seal. That's what its job is. That's what it's supposed to do. I'm gonna leave it to do that job. So that being said, it's time to put our oil pan on. Put it down nice and gently. Try and make sure that all of those bolt holes are lined up properly. And now we're gonna start putting those bolts in. Now that all the bolts are on, we gotta snug them down. Now you may find that 1 or 2 bolts on here are too tight to get an actual socket in, and that's okay. Just get a box wrench and do it the old-fashioned way. All right, now that we got the bolts snugged down, it is time for the torque sequence. Now this is where a lot of people might get it wrong, and it's very easy to do. As with most things on a car, you want to go in a crisscross pattern. So you go 1, and then you swap over here, 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. All you have to do is follow that crisscross pattern. You will get a nice even torque all the way down, and all of the bolts here get torqued to 100 inch-pounds. Remember that, inch-pounds. And for those of you who are using a foot-pound wrench, that is just about 9 foot-pounds. Now if you're like me and your torque wrench doesn't fit because it's a 1/2 inch drive, then you can just use a tiny little socket driver like this and basically just torque them till they're snug. And there you go. That is how you install a brand new oil pan gasket on your 350. It's a super simple process. Just follow the torque pattern, trust the RTV, trust the gasket to do what it was made to, and keep in mind, for some reason, if this gasket ever fails, you can actually replace these from underneath the car without pulling the engine out. If this video helped you, you might want to go and check out some of my other videos that I've uploaded about rebuilding this engine. And if you like them, make sure and subscribe and stick along for the ride while we rebuild this 1975 Camaro.